Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CF's channel. Today is a very special day because Give It Back is finally out. Have you listened yet? No? So go listen. What are you doing here? But if you did, stick with us. Today, to celebrate the release, we sat down with Josh to talk about a bit of the inspiration behind the song and everything that shaped this new release. Hope you all enjoy. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, you've teased Give It Back a lot of times in the social media, in your social medias. Tell us a bit the story behind the song, if you can, and what moment or feeling made you write it.
So I wrote Give It Back, I think it would have been close to like even 2 years ago now. It was a while ago. It was the last song I wrote before, actually no, it would have been 1 year ago. Sorry, 1 year ago. It was the last song I wrote before I moved back to Canada from LA. Um, Give It Back, I wrote it about a relationship that I was in. That was extremely one-sided and very toxic, and I was giving so much into this relationship, and she was just not giving me anything back, and then she ended up cheating, which was not fun. Yeah, crazy, crazy, right?
You don't like
Um,
shooters.
we don't like cheaters. Um, yeah, it was also my first relationship, so yeah.
Okay,
Great
so
experience in the first relationship.
okay, that initial spark often shapes everything in the social medias, you posting, doing the snippets. Once you had the idea, did the song change a lot from the first demo to the final version?
No, this song actually um it's pretty much exactly like the first demo that I got on the day we made it. We very different from Love You Again because Love You Again had like 30 different versions. Give It Back I made the song, had the demo for about like 8 months, and then finally got to the place where I released Love You Again, and I wanted to release this one next. And I reached out to the producers, like, hey, let's finish up the song and get this thing out. And they ended up doing like a whole lot of stuff to it. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's roll it back a little bit.
Give you
Let's
back
roll it back. Yeah, let's give it back.
to the
Uh,
beginning.
and I basically rolled back everything and just made it pretty much exactly like the demo. Re-recorded some vocals, and that's what it is right now. So,
Okay, that's good. But what's something about the making of Give It Back that no one knows yet? I mean, the song's out, but
mhm.
what they do not know about it, maybe.
Know
Is there
about it.
anything?
We'll have merch coming for it. It might be out while this comes out. I don't know. But what else? Give it back. Give it back. I shot a visualizer for it, which will actually be coming out on the day this comes out, so that's not very exciting. Um, what do people not know about this
It
song?
can be. It cannot be only about the song, but the era, like
Yeah.
making the visualizers or making the posts about it. Because
Yeah.
you've been posting like a lot of videos promoting it. So
Mhm.
is there anything that no one knows about that? Maybe.
I think I've created a whole lot more content this time and um than Love You Again. Love You Again, I wanted to be very, very artistic and have a bunch of really, really cool, really thought out visuals. A lot of these visuals, they're definitely thought out, and I think I have a bit more of a creative process that's a lot more streamlined now that I've got one song out. But I just have done a whole lot more content. I also like learned how to edit everything myself. So I everything that you're going to be seeing on my social media is edited by me. All the lyric videos, all of that, except for the full length visualizer that's edited by my guy Ty, who shot the visualizer. But yeah, I learned how to edit for it. I what else? What else? When I was shooting the visualizer, some guy like drove by on in a truck and like threw a full like water bottle out of his window and like screamed at me, and it almost hit somebody on set. So that happened. Um, Edmonton doesn't really love the arts.
I think they love
Edmonton,
the talking.
yeah, Edmonton isn't the most arts loving city. So I think they were just like screwing around, and we were in a sketchy area, so makes sense. But that's something that happened. Um, yeah, I'll leave it at
Oh,
that.
yeah. So sometimes the small details end up carrying the most emotion. What's a subtle detail in the arrangement that listeners might not notice at first? Because
Mm,
I can say for myself that the arrangements in the song they are really good. They've been being really well produced.
mm,
It's a different thing about Love You Again, and I really enjoyed listening. So
mm.
what they might not notice.
I think in the chorus, it goes to this really, really kind of super swung rhythm. It's very, very like laid back, and like there's a very, very deep pocket groove to it. And so that really reminded me of like old school quartets, like old school like Beach Boys kind of vibe. So like harmony wise, when I was singing the harmonies and we wrote the harmonies, me and my boy Andy Schmidt, we really tried to get that kind of um that kind of harmony in the choruses specifically, because then out of the choruses it kind of goes back into like an R&B pop vibe. But I think we really, really nailed that. um Listening to it in the acapella, it kind of sounds like a quartet, just like I gave a foot. It's funny. um Also, there's a whole lot of distortion. The guitar in the song is not an electric guitar. It's actually an acoustic guitar that we recorded on a mic and then added a whole lot of distortion to it. So it's like a, I guess it's kind of like an extra step of electric guitar, because electric guitar is pretty much exactly what we did. It's just has the pickup in the body rather than picking it up from a mic.
Okay, that's really interesting. I did not notice that, so
Yeah.
that's a very good detail. Is there a lyric in the song that still hits you differently every time you listen to it? Even if it was you that write it.
Actually, yes. Wore my heart out on your sleeve. That lyric specifically, because the saying is, I wore my heart on my sleeve, is like you let everybody know like what you're feeling, and you wear your heart on your sleeve. Everybody can see what you're feeling. And that lyric um was like I gave my heart to this person, and she told everybody how I was, like all my insecurities, all my deep things that I was telling her. She wore out my heart on her sleeve. Um, and that was really, really deep for me when I wrote that. I was like, wow, I'm fucking this is some deep shit right here. Um, that one I love probably the most.
Okay. It's giving lyricism, and we love it. Um, and when people hear it for the first time, they already did at this point.
Mhm.
They might not fully catch everything right away. What's something you think they might misunderstand about this song?
I think they might misunderstand that this song is coming from a place of heartbreak. I think this song, it gives like fuck you energy, very like aggressive and all of this, but none of that would have happened if there wasn't a heartbreak involved.
First.
And I I'm still saying you won't give it back. Like they never gave anything back. Like you, if I was to, I actually have an acoustic version that I'm working on, just to post, and I think that version will really show like the emotion and the heartbreak that the lyrics actually have. Because it's a whole lot of like, you did so much to me, you did so much mean things to me, and it's never been like a, I'm really not saying like fuck you in the song, except for in the second verse a little bit. I am. So,
But I think it's a really like, I'm done with it, and I'm
yeah,
showing that I'm done with it
yeah.
in a really good way
Hmm.
with arts.
Yes.
So, do you feel like you're taking something back in this new release era of your career, like creatively or personally?
Yeah, definitely. I think this song is about reclaiming your power in a relationship. That's what it's all about. And so I feel like I'm now also reclaiming my power in my career. I think Love You Again in my first release had such a heavy weight and pressure on getting that song out and all of the things that I did involving that. And now I feel like I have so much more freedom to like really do whatever I want to do and make sure that I just pump things out. I'm trying to get to a place where I release a song every like 2 months, which would be great. I have the music to do so. I have a whole stack of songs that are pretty much ready to go. Um, so hopefully I get to that, and I'm not really adding so much pressure to this release as I was Love You Again. Obviously, I mean there's so much pressure on Love You Again. So, yeah, reclaiming my power, speaking about my truth in a situation that I've never spoken about before.
Every first song of any artist has a heavy thing.
Yes.
So we understand, and you are letting loose a bit, and we see the difference of it. Also
Yeah.
with the promoting and all those stuffs.
Mhm.
That idea of reclaiming something can also be heard in how a song sounds. Um, what inspired the choice of sounds and instruments in this track?
Um, it's very interesting actually because I went into the session with references that were very different than what actually the song ended up being. I went in and I gave the producers, let's see what I gave them. I think I gave them some Jai Paul references and some um, a lot of Jai Paul references. And Jai Paul is so different than from what I ended up getting. I think in terms of like tones, we really leaned into making sure the tones of all the instruments and different things in the song sounded very industrial. I think that was the word that we were really using in the session to kind of lead where we wanted to take the production on things. Trying to make it sound really industrial, metallic, and distorted, but also still having that pop, um, like the acoustic guitar. The acoustic guitar adds that pop originality to it. Um, Yeah. The distortion really adds to the aggression of the song. If there was no distortion on that guitar, I think it would sound like a completely different song. We also added distortion to my vocal on those parts as well. In certain parts, like we automated the distortion to go up and come down, and so that like adds to the um, distortion basically adds like a whole bunch of saturation to a vocal, and that makes it sound a whole lot more aggressive and like you're screaming into the mic and it's like distorting. And that's what we added and automated to make it sound more aggressive.
We love. So, you mentioned that "Love You Again" was um written before this song. So, how does this track represent your growth in terms of sound compared to "Love You Again"?
I think this song was like one of those lightning in a bottle songs that just happen because the producers that I wrote this song with, I had never worked with them before. Actually, no, that's not true. The one guy, his name's Rent. He was um the first session I ever did for myself, that I set up for myself as a solo artist while I was still in Now United. Rent was running that session, which is crazy because it was like a full circle. But that's the only other time I've worked with him. Rents and Mike Robb are the other is the other guy. I've never worked with Mike. I forgot what the question was.
I can repeat, no worries. How does this track represent your growth in terms of sound compared to "Love You Again"?
Right. Right. Yes.
Now we have also the point that was like produced by two like different people.
Yes. Um, I think it represents more of a freedom. Like I said before, I think Love You Again, I was living in LA and I was like, what would all the people around me like to hear? And all the crazies in LA are all listening to the most niche, crazy stuff. And I was trying to like get all of my creative ability to come out in Love You Again. And I love Love You Again so much. But this track is more of just like it is what it is. It wasn't, it's not trying to be anything. I feel like it just is um, what it's supposed to be. Nothing was forced. And I think that represents my growth as an artist for sure. Um, Especially the fact that I was able to go in and write a song with people I haven't worked before and with before, and it just worked. So that shows that I really have learned um, all of the ways to articulate what I want as a creative vision a whole lot better. Um, and also, I was just in the room with the right people. So, yeah.
Love it. So emotionally, it feels like there's a message underneath it all. If if a fan of yours is going through something similar to what inspired this song, what would you want them to take from it?
I'd want them to take from it that they have so much worth in themselves and that no person should determine how you feel about yourself. No other person should dictate what your self-esteem is. And I know it's very hard when you're in a really toxic relationship, especially one of your first relationships, and they make you feel like it's kind of like a cult. Like they make you feel like you can't leave. They make you feel like you'll never be loved by anyone else. They'll make you feel like you're worthless without them. And this song is about realizing that they're doing that and reclaiming that you don't need them at all. You don't need to rely on this toxic energy that they bring into your life and dragging you down with.
Okay.
Very
So
passionate about this.
And we love when an artist is really passionate about their own creations.
Yes.
Um, so when the song carries that kind of weight, it's usually hits different when we heard it live. So looking ahead, or when this could happen, when
Mhm.
fans experience this song on stage one day, what do you want them to feel in that moment, and what you want to bring to a live concept from the song, on the song,
I I envision for this song just like because
lights.
everyone's been through some sort of toxic relationship somewhat. Like I feel like everybody, especially if you're like in your late teens into early 20s, you've obviously experienced something like that. Um, I feel like people in the audience would just be there and just I think the chorus comes and everyone's just like, I gave,
Is the
yelling.
kind of songs that you want to sing your heart out.
Yes. It's gonna be an anthem. It's gonna be loud
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
You're not sitting there going like, "Oh, this is so beautiful." No, you're screaming.
We should be screaming.
Yes.
Okay. Um, and last but not least, speaking of stage, I saw some comments. He recently hinted at a possible tour in the comments. Is something going on?
Did I actually? Where? Where did I do that?
Well, we can give you prints.
I think yes. I am in talks with
If you
my
can say anything, of course, if you are
yeah.
allowed to.
Nothing is confirmed right now, but I am talking with a PR team about doing some meet and greet pop-up show things
Oh,
in Brazil. I am.
no comments
I'm
on
not
that.
sure when or if it's going to happen yet.
Okay.
Yes.
So for the most deep questions, that was it. But now we go to the section where you are going to lose your mind because you cannot do it,
God.
which is ping pong with Josh Bishop.
Okay. I'm ready.
You're ready? Okay.
I'm never ready, but I'm ready.
Yes. One word to describe Give It Back, but not obviously.
Well, I would say
Words.
aggressive, but maybe wild.
Wild. Yay. The first thing you do when you enter the studio.
Enter the studio for Give It Back?
No. Normally, for
Oh,
sessions.
at all?
At all. Take my shoes off.
I do take my shoes off. I do
Oh,
take my shoes off. Yeah, I take my shoes off.
for real?
Yeah.
Jesus. So, a song you've been listening to on repeat lately.
Hellbent by Naomi Scott.
I thought you were going to say, look, give it back.
No, I've listened to that way too much already.
Okay, okay, keep going. A place that inspires you the most.
New York.
Okay, your favorite lyric you've ever written. Could be from Give It Back or anything, if you can say.
Anything?
Oh, you can.
Unreleased things? I
If
can't
you can
say
say.
unreleased things.
So, from Love You Again or Give It Back.
Love you. I would say from Love You Again, I would move mountains to bring us closer to heaven.
Okay, dance rehearsal or studio sessions.
Studio session.
So now this is child versus against child. Love You Again or Give It Back.
Personally, personally, Love You Again. Yeah. But Give It Back is like it's very different and it's not so personal to me. Give It Back is more of just like it's a good song. It's just a good song. It's not like I'm gonna cry listening to it in my headphones.
Okay, so that was it. do you want to say something for the fans? Because Give It Back is out. This now we've done it. This is going to be out. This is out actually. And so, do you want to say something for them?
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. Give It Back is out now. Go stream, go listen to it. Let me know what you think. I hope you all love it so much because I love you guys so much. Give it back. Don't steal any sweatshirts. Love you guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you do, post your reactions. We really want to see it. And we're
Yes,
going to be liking, commenting, reposting, all those stuffs.
I'll be
So,
watching.
so post your reactions, and we see you guys next time.